Welcome back inside Golf Talk Canada. Now joining us here on GTC, CPKC Women's Open Tournament Director Claire Welsh, who joins us here on GTC again. Claire, welcome back to the show.
Oh, it's so nice to be with you here on day one of tournament week of the CPKC Women's Open.
Well, we did this a couple weeks ago on a remote call, but it's nice to do this in person. Definitely. And now that we're here, it's tournament week. Just what's your excitement level right now?
I am so excited. It is amazing to see, all of the hard work that the team have put in paying off, and just seeing it all come to life. The players are here, they're loving the golf course, and it's all systems go.
And in terms of the build out, we were just talking before we started this interview, how long has this build out been from start to where we are right now?
Yeah, it's years in the works in terms of kind of laying things out and figuring out where things are going to go. But the actual build started, I think it was July the 15th. So it's just been furious work in the background to make everything happen, and still just kind of working on some finishing touches as we get ready for the spectators to arrive here on Wednesday. But what a build! It's amazing to see all the things you can do across the golf course, and our title sponsor CPKC, they've really transformed the place into something really special.
And one of the big build-out areas, of course, is the Rinkhole.
Oh, yes.
And that's the 10th hole this year, right?
That's right, the Rinkhole. And, we were heading down there the other night with the Zamboni, which for me, that was the first time I had seen a Zamboni driving across a golf course. It was all a bit surreal. I couldn't stop laughing. But it's now in situ, down on 10, ready for fans to arrive and bang on the boards and, celebrate that blend of two of Canada's favorite sports, hockey and golf.
And did you get to experience the rink at the RBC Canadian Open a couple weeks ago?
I did. So I made a point to go and immerse myself right in it and see it happening. And what a ridiculous spectacle. What a vibe. I absolutely loved it. People singing "Oh Canada," banging on the boards, wearing hockey jerseys. No wonder it's won so many awards.
Yeah, it's won so many great awards, and that's where Ryan Paul, who was with the CPKC Women's Open, now is the RBC Canadian Open Tournament Director.
Yes.
Your office is right beside his.
Yeah.
What's your relationship like with him?
Ryan is the best, and I'm so privileged to have him here this week helping me, because this is my first go at this. So every day is a school day, as I say. I'm still learning, and he's just helping me through this. He's introducing me to people. He's showing me some of the nuances of this event that maybe I'm not familiar with. So it's amazing to have him here, and also, just incredible to see what he's doing at the RBC Canadian Open as well.
And he's done some amazing things at some cool golf courses, and we're at a really cool golf course this week in Mississaugua Golf Country Club.
Yes.
What does it mean for this tournament to be at a course with so much history?
It's really important, I think, that we take Canada's National Women's Open to, these incredible golf courses right across the country. And Mississaugua Golf Country Club, it's historic. It's a 6-time host of the RBC Canadian Open, and this is the first time that it's going to host, the stars of the LPGA, the world's best women golfers. So, it's got a real championship pedigree. It's not going to be easy, but I think the players are really going to enjoy it.
And 19 of the top 25 ranked players in the world are here. What does it mean to have such a stacked field here this week at the CPKC Women's Open?
It feels amazing. I think it's a testament to how much players love coming up to Canada. I hear that over and over. I think our volunteer base, of which we have over 1,100 volunteers here this week, they really live and breathe those Canadian values of being welcoming and friendly. And, the players tell that to me all the time. They just say, we absolutely love the vibe once we get up here to Canada. So, it makes my life easy when it comes to player recruitment, and I think we're just all very proud to see it all, come to life.
And all eyes will be on Brooke Henderson this week. What are you most excited about to see Brooke Henderson in action?
Yeah, so I cannot wait to see the Brooke Brigade. She always draws a crowd, but it's just amazing to see, all of these kids and families and people out there cheering her on. And I know that extends out to, the real depth of Canadian talent that we've got. I think we've got 13 players from Canada in the field right now. And, you can't help but reflect on the fact that, particularly for some of those younger players, we have a 14-year-old in the field in Clara Ding. They've been inspired by what Brooke has achieved. So seeing them, walking the fairways together, it's inspirational.
You mentioned it a little earlier, 1,100 volunteers. Tournaments like this don't happen without volunteers being in the mix. Just how special is it to have that many volunteers here this week?
I am blown away. I keep saying it. I cannot believe how engaged this community is. they're giving up their time to be here and make this event happen. And we are just so grateful on behalf of Golf Canada that all of these people have sort of swung in behind it. And, you know, they're having so much fun. You know, if I'm feeling a bit stressed, I know I can go see some of the volunteers and they help boost me up and check in on how I'm doing. And I just know they're going to make this a really special week.
And it's such a special week, and people watching, people listening, thinking, hey, I want to come see this. I want to come be a fan here.
Yes.
Are there still tickets available?
There are still tickets available. CPKCWomen'sOpen.com is where those can be purchased. They can also be purchased at the gate. Kids 12 and under are free throughout the week, so it's a wonderful family day out. You know, we've got blue skies, courses looking amazing, lots to do for families. So, yeah, we definitely encourage people to come out as we wind up the summer.
And in closing here, year one for you as the tournament director here at the CPKC Women's Open. What are you most looking forward to this week now that the tournament is finally here?
That's such a good question. I mean, the obvious answer is, you know, seeing that moment on 18 at the end when we, you know, have our winner. I am biased. It would be amazing to see a Canadian. It really would be fantastic, you know, for my first one for sure. But I think, you know, one thing I've been saying all week is, you know, I've worked in golf for a long time, and sometimes you can get really stressed when you're working at events and not take a minute to sort of stop and reflect at how cool it is to be part of something so special. So I'm just looking to, you know, each day enjoying it as much as I possibly can.
Well, Claire, you've been very kind with your time the last couple of weeks. Congratulations on everything so far. All the best you're going forward, and enjoy the week.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.